Good afternoon, detailing connoisseurs. Welcome to Ti22 if you've not been here before. If you've been here before, welcome to my new video. So I'm at home on a Sunday afternoon just putting together this weekend's video for you. We've all been a bit delayed by the beast from the east. So yeah, a cold and sunny but still an awful lot of snow in Monmouthshire. So yeah, please enjoy the video on this black S4 with not many miles on. That we had in about the same time as the M3 video. We're going to get on with the wash process now. And then really what I want to focus on is two things in this video. Number one is a lot of light tricks that car dealers especially can use to just kind of hide the true finish from you. So just make sure you don't get caught out with that. And secondly, there's a lot more in this on the machine polishing side and the machine polishing process and taping up and that kind of stuff that I've done maybe in some of the other videos. So we're just going to crack on with the wash process quickly now, and then maybe we'll see you later for a bit more. Thanks
Do it tonight, yeah. From the back to the left to the right, yeah. All them girls looking hot, looking tight, yeah. Come on and move from the wall to the light, yeah. I don't know, maybe you didn't hurt.
So not too much on the wash process for this car. Let's get it in, let's get it inside, and let's have a look at it. Let's have a chat about some lighting tricks. Trick that a lot of people use to hide the true finish of a car from you. So here we go. We've got lots of roof lights. Black Audi S4 that looks really good. We're walking around it, super glossy, looks nice actually. 6,000 miles on it. The current model, quite a new car. If I just go over to our light switch, flick on all the spotlights, which are all 50-watt floodlights, so much more of a point light source. And then we come and have a look. We can see the car is actually quite bad and swirly. And all viewing of those point light sources. The number of times we hear the car looks fine or the car looks lovely. The number of times people have bought a car on a cloudy day or under what we call flat light, so diffused light, and then the first sunny day comes along and unfortunately it's a dark coloured car like this and they're quite disappointed in the finish. So this can all be fixed, as we'll see over the next couple of days, but just a real quick one, just to be really careful of the light sources you look at a car under or buy a car under, because it can really spoil it a little bit for you when you get it home and then it's on a sunny day afterwards. So final little clip on lighting. This panel here is my test spot where we've got a nice level of correction on the car, and this is obviously the as it was before condition. Now you can see as soon as I take that direct light away, the paint condition looks far better than it really is, and then of course we flick the light back on and get the true finish. And now we get on with the correction process. So I thought I'd show you a bit more in depth of what goes into this. So on this clip, this section, I'm just going to show you the stages on this door. So this is the cutting stage with just the door taped off. So we are, again, a microfiber cutting stage, which is pretty standard for me, as you've seen on probably the other videos. So we've got the microfiber cutting stage. And then out with the smaller tool then for the lower parts of the door. So that's the door cut, and then I'll show you, I'll just pick the camera up and zoom in. So the microfiber stage done. Let's just zoom in and see the difference so far. So you can see, just in the floodlights. And then with the scan grip, difference will be even more because you'll see more marks. couple of just holograms there, which will come out in the next final finishing stage, which we'll see in a second. So without further ado, we'll get on with that time lapse for the final finishing stage. With this stage now, we're building on the correction that we've done in the previous stage and adding the gloss and the depth to the paint to really give it that wow factor. And with that final gloss stage done, what we can now do is zoom in and have a proper look. So again, just from away, just in those floodlights. The floodlights are a mix of a point light source and a diffuse light source, so they show us more of the marks. But in a second, I'll just get the scan grip out again so you can see. So you see on that rear door, still quite swirly on that top section, and then on the front door, all gone. Lots of nice metallic flake, just looking exactly how we want it. More depth and everything. So here we go. Scan grip is a color match light, so it's the same color temperature as daylight, very intense, good quality light essentially, and as you can see, it shows us even more about the finish than we get from the floodlights. Always using a handheld light like this is the best thing for spotting the true finish. And again, yeah, if you come back into that top section there, I'll zoom right in for you, you can see there's still some swirls on the back door because we haven't touched it yet, and then on that front door, just looking super nice and deep. You can see all the metallic flake, lovely and ready to coat. So with that door done, off with the masking of that door, and then we rerun the fun for, well, that's the process for every single panel. So off we go around the rest of the car. So the next little time lapse and the last little bit on the polishing for this vehicle was just again using the smaller polisher. So we have a different, a couple of different size polishes depending on the panel size and the panel contours that we can work with. On this vehicle, the 3-inch, this lovely 3-inch air tool is my favourite thing in the world, really. Just gets into all the lovely little areas. So here we go, the microfiber cutting stage I've just finished, and then I'm now on with the gloss stage. And so with that, we'll now get on and show you the coating process. First step during the coating process is to blow off all the dust from all the bits and pieces that's lying around. So yeah, you'll see me use compressed air tools and everything else in the workshop a lot. This is just another job that is great for. And then finally, with all of the dust blown off, the final process is to give the paintwork a wipe down, which means that we're removing all the waxes, the greases, the oils, anything in the polishes. We're back to bare paint, which is exactly what the coating needs to adhere to the paint. The customer for this vehicle had chosen Crystal Serum Ultra, which is the super top grade Gtechniq coating that is accredited detailer only, now with a 9-year warranty. So just really I wanted to video a little bit more of the coating process for this car. If you're a regular watcher, you'll have seen that I video this for, well, the other videos have quite a few different coating processes in. The coating process for Crystal Serum Ultra is different to a lot of others. It's a very instant kind of process. It's straight on and then straight off. This is a super quick healing, curing coating, and if it's left to smear or if I leave it too long, very quickly it'll get to the point where I'll need to sand any residues or smears or anything off. So a little bit more of a tricky application this, and this is why this is a professional grade coating. It's one that you really need to be conversant with coating cars with, and you need to be really well practiced. I've been a Gtechniq accredited detailer now for I think about 4 years actually, and there is definitely a knack to using these things, but when they're done right and done professionally, they look great and they really work. Reloading then for the next panel on the bonnet. Another pipette full of Crystal Serum Ultra. Straight onto the applicator, which again is a different kind of applicator than you might have seen with other coating systems. And then yeah, straight on, moving into a bit more time lapse now, so speed up rather than boring you with the real time. We're going to speed everything up for you, and really, you know, this is just the same process repeated over every panel of the car now. So that's the next bit of the bonnet. For you detailers out there, of course, the thing to do with these coatings, especially on large panels like bonnets, is you need to keep the wet edge moving. So rather than do that side of the bonnet and then move on to the wing, you've got to then move on to the other side of the bonnet. Otherwise, you risk getting a line straight down the middle of the car. Another option the customer for this vehicle had chosen was also to coat the wheels. I am a big fan if the customer has gone for a super crazy coating like Serum Ultra on the paintwork, then we will also use that on the wheels, because then we've got a professional grade coating on, you know, all the surfaces that's been asked for. So again, exactly the same process as on the paint. You saw me just wipe it over with a panel wipe just to get rid of any silicons, any oils, any greases, and really make sure that we're back to bare paint. And then we're straight on with the application. So exactly the same as the bonnet, we wipe over every surface, and then immediately we get hold of our microfiber, which is a brand new one, and then we're straight in with buffing it all back off, and that slickness comes straight away. This process was then repeated for all the other wheels, and then it was on with all the other details for the vehicle. So you'll see the interior later, but that also had a coat of Gtechniq i1 on the gorgeous red leather. So all the other details for me includes exhaust polishing, interior valeting, windows cleaning, all of those kind of bits and pieces, the details that really make the car pop. So with all the extra little details done, the first thing I want to show you is the absolutely gorgeous interior that this car had, which, as I said earlier, got treated with Gtechniq L1, which forms a barrier over the top, so it massively reduces the amount of gene dye transfer you get, enables you to be able to clean it off rather than it becoming permanent, because it is one of the worst stains for leather, ink being the only other harder stain to get rid of than dye. And then yeah, with this interior shots all completed, we can get on and show you the beautiful exterior.
Crashing in the day, blooming in the bright nights. Teenage runaways, watching every sunrise. Sleeping in the car, blame it on the moonlight. Gazing at the stars, turning all the wrongs right. And if you're alive.
So just while you enjoy the inky black paint on this S4, I just want to thank you for making it this far. It's a quarter of an hour, so my longest video yet, I think. The customer was massively pleased with this car. He was quite disappointed when he got it home, I think, from buying it, and had brought it to me not only for protection but also to get it to where he felt the car should be. And here you are in my collection bay, ready to drive out. And yeah, I think you can agree it definitely looks like the part and looks like the wonderful thing it is now. Thanks again for watching another one of my videos. Looking forward to see you next time, and if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, and we'll look forward to seeing you on the next Ti22 video.